Lucid's recent news is about the custom-designed tires for the Lucid Air. This is being done by the Italian tire manufacturer Pirelli. Different aspects of this move are being anticipated and how they'll affect the EV itself and the stock price of Lucid Motors. Is the Pirelli tire capable enough to complement the rest of the Lucid Air EV? And what will be the effects of this move on Lucid as an EV maker and its prospects? Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. Subscribing doesn't cost a thing, and liking will boost your personal YouTube homepage. Share your thoughts and let us feature your comments in future videos. Pirelli P Zero. The Italian tire maker Pirelli has teamed up with Lucid Motors and announced its new HL high-load index tire. It will be first seen on the Lucid Air. These tires were custom-made for the new generation of electric vehicles and SUVs to aid with their functionality, as we know that every EV is heavier than a conventional car due to the added weight of the batteries. This gives rise to a need for tires that can support the heavy weight of the batteries while keeping the low rolling resistance maintained. The Pirelli P Zero has been designed specifically to tackle this issue. It can support up to 20% more weight in a vehicle as compared to standard tires of the same range. When compared to extra load XL tires, which are of the same size, these new P Zero tires can handle between 6 to 9% more weight. Pirelli has intended to introduce its perfect fit strategy in these new high-load P Zero tires, and for that reason, the collaboration with Lucid Motors was done. All the performance specifications that revolve around the Lucid Air were kept in mind when designing the tires. It's the reason why Lucid Air owners will get to see an LM1 mark on their tires' sidewalls. There will be two different sizes of the Pirelli P Zero that will go on the Lucid Air. For the front axle, it'll be the HL 245/35 R2199 YXL tires, while the rear axle will get the HL 265/35 R21 103 YXL tires. Lucid owners will experience a much quieter ride from inside the cabin due to the reduced rolling noise of the tires. A better range is also expected from them, as the rolling resistance is going to be very low as well. A specifically engineered compound is brought into use this time to deliver the insanely instant torque of the Lucid Air powertrain to the road. Idea behind the design. Lucid Motors is working on its debut EV, while Pirelli is going to turn 150 years old next year. It does seem unlikely that two companies with such parity in experience would collaborate. However, there is a very strategic reason behind all this. Pirelli has immense experience and knowledge in the realm of tire making, as it has been making all sorts of tires from everyday vehicle ones to Formula One tires. This experience is being brought into good use by Lucid Motors, as the EV maker does not tend to release just an EV, but the best there ever is. It can only be done by collaborating with Pirelli and custom designing the tires. The marvel of engineering that is the Pirelli P Zero tires are not being limited to the Lucid Air, and will be available for all modern electric vehicles to use. According to the Pirelli Senior Vice President of Research and Development and Cyber, Pierangelo Missani, Pirelli has always been searching for the most cutting-edge solution to the problem of added weight on electric vehicles. It is an important step in the way of making sustainable mobility a mainstream concept. There will be an immense future demand for tires from other EV and hybrid vehicle manufacturers, as all of them have been facing the same problem. The main differentiation point for electric vehicles still stands at the range produced by them. Pirelli promises a better range for the EVs that utilize the tires, as these reduce the rolling resistance that comes from having a heavy battery on board. Most previously available EV-specific tires have only been known to make the ride quieter and be thinner than the rest. There have not been many effects reported on the range of the EVs, neither positive nor negative. Stock price in Formula E. Lucid Motors is playing its card very strategically at this point. Even though it may seem like that's a bad move to spend money on research and development of a tire that will also in turn cost more to purchase and install on every Lucid Air, it is not a bad move. Lucid Motors will be raising the perceived value of the Air and the stock prices through this one move. Stock prices will get increased with the help of custom tires, as they will increase the cost per tire. An increased cost per tire will lead to lesser profit per vehicle, which will then lead to a lower margin per vehicle. All this will then translate into a higher stock price, as the company is utilizing custom-made tires. The perceived value of the Lucid Air will also rise, and custom tires will add to the best EV ideology that is being run behind the Lucid Air. A company that isn't even sparing the tires from being the best is most likely to have the best electric vehicle. Lucid Motors needs such strategic ways of taking its stock price up without having to dilute the brand or the EV in any aspect. Another benefit of partnering up with Pirelli is that it will help Lucid Motors in its upcoming Formula E endeavors. Lucid Motors plans to enter the next season of Formula E as a manufacturer and race other teams. It's been a part of Formula E as a supplier of electric drivetrains to all race teams in the events. Getting to work closely with the tire manufacturer that has an immense amount of experience designing and perfecting Formula One tires will help Lucid in Formula E. With its past experiences as Ativa, Lucid Motors has the best-in-class battery, motors, and control systems technology. All this will be brought into use for the Formula E races. Having a set of tires specifically made to deliver all the power generated by the drivetrain to the ground without wasting any of it will help increase the performance of Lucid in the Formula E races. Pirelli, the Italian tire maker, has developed an ultra-modern tire to aid in the EV revolution. It's called the Pirelli P Zero. What's interesting about this is that the tire has been developed in collaboration with Lucid Motors and will be available on the Lucid Air with the LM1 mark on their sidewalls. Most EV-specific tires presently available in the market do not do anything more than just add comfort to the ride by decreasing road noise. This will be changed by the P Zero, as it not only has comfort benefits, but also reduces the low rolling resistance to maximize the range of an EV. These tires will not just be limited to the Lucid Air, but will be available for all electric sedans and SUVs to utilize due to the benefits involved. Lucid Motors has a lot to gain from this strategic step. Firstly, it will increase the value of the Lucid Air by adding to the best EV concept being followed by the EV maker. Secondly, the increased cost for a tire and decreased profit margin will translate into an increase in the stock price of Lucid Motors. Lastly, all the experience held by Pirelli for Formula One races will be utilized by Lucid Motors in strengthening its position in the upcoming Formula E races, where the EV maker plans to enter as a manufacturer and race rather than to just supply all the race teams with drivetrains. Lucid's upcoming plans and actions are very exciting. What are your thoughts on the custom-designed tires by Pirelli? Will it be a good move for Lucid? Real Talk mentions that both Lucid and Tesla will do well. Do you agree? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Also, subscribing and liking is fully free of charge. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.